All right, everybody, welcome back to another week of SCSRA Live. We are done with the round of 8. We got 4 champions or 4 people going on in each series, both the trucks and next gen. We'll go over that, the races, anything else that may have happened. Not really a whole lot going on today, but we'll go over all of that. Joined here tonight by Eddie. Eddie Morris, one of the other admins. Devin is away again this week, so hopefully he'll be here next week when we wrap up the champions. We will be reaching out to both of them, whoever wins the next gen and the truck series championship, to interview them as well during the broadcast. So keep an eye out for that. Eddie, what's going on, bud? How's life in your world?
It's cold, cold, snowy, freezy, rainy. Living in Tennessee, you kind of get the wish version of snow when they call for it. It's usually not as big as what they call for, and it's disappointing when it gets here. So yeah. Other than that, man, doing 24 race with some other guys that we used to run here with. Um, Definitely was not ready to get in the car. Kind of thrust into it. Um, so yeah, man, that was kind of a little disappointed there. Got run over from behind. We're in the little Ferrari car, and
What's your first
it's a
problem?
mess, man. Yeah, yeah, definitely, it's a mess. So yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah, they changed the strength of the BOP for that car today. Um, and they did something else for the Daytona track. I read through the notes. Can't remember what it was though, but they changed some exploit that people were already abusing. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice,
that's what that update to the track was today.
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. Wish I was in it
I
this
don't
week.
understand people like that.
Yeah, I mean Williams racing last year, driving on the apron
Yeah,
to gain time when it's clearly
yeah.
against
Well,
the
I mean, it
sporting
was even
code.
like at Spa too, man. Like they were, unless that's what you're talking about, they were going through the grass to cool their tires off.
No,
It was
so
crazy.
both actually. So there was the driving through the grass after Eau Rouge, or however you say that, on that straightaway up to turn, what is that, 4 or 5? Or that chicane up in 4 or 5. So there's that, but then Williams E-Racing also found that you could drive on the apron in the LMP2 cars, or the hybrid cars last season, and gain like half a second just by
Wow.
driving on the apron, which is clearly in the sporting code that you cannot drive below the yellow line.
Yeah.
But their algorithm doesn't catch it, or their race director doesn't catch it um, in a qualifying session. So, speaking of the 24, I got a question for you. So, I know we don't race top split in that kind of series because that's incredibly competitive. There's a lot
Right.
of professional racers doing that. Do
And I
you
hate the lefty righties. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you hit the lefty righties. But do you think that in a race like that, that they should have live race control from iRacing?
um.
Or someone at least to monitor it?
I mean, I don't know how that's gonna happen, like, you have so many splits, like, I don't know, just do you have the numbers from last year's 24? Like, how many total splits and stuff like that? Because that would
I
be
can find it.
interesting, that would kinda dictate my answer on that, I think, because I would think there's just so many splits, I don't think it would be possible to have somebody in all of them. And then you throw live people in a handful of them, and then other people are gonna be like, "Well, this still sucks because there wasn't one in mine and I was done wrong," like, I don't know.
Well, I don't think that. Um, I think for the race that we did last year, there was like 15 or 20 splits. There was a lot. It
Yeah,
doesn't say
and if you think about it, that was just at that time slot.
right.
Yeah.
So it looks like according to iRacing on their Twitter feed from 12 months ago, 16,651 declared drivers, 4,000 teams, 85 splits, 24 hours, 85 splits total. So I'm not saying that every split needs to be monitored, but I'm thinking like the ones where you have your Williams F1 racing team and other teams like that. So the top splits are going to be your professional teams, like the legit professional teams that do this, that broadcast it, that are like the VRS racing teams and stuff. So in those splits, should there be someone monitoring any kind of exploits or anything that people are trying to take advantage of?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I mean, I think if their anti-cheat is what it's supposed to be, then they shouldn't have to worry about people doing that.
Well, it's not cheating. It's finding an exploit. An exploit can't be monitored by an anti-cheat software. Like dipping your tires in the grass to cool them off. That's an exploit, not a cheat.
Yeah, I don't know. I could care less either way. I'm never going to be in one of the top splits, so it's never going to affect me. Um, could care less about the left and right. You know, I'm just trying to make an argument for the show's sake, but that's truly how I feel about it. Like I could care less about the left and the rights, and you know, I'll never see top split, so I never really give that question much thought, really. So
Well, I know it's been a conversation for several years or several seasons about having an iRacing moderator in the top splits where the professional teams are, uh,
yeah,
to look at what these teams are doing to make sure that no one is, taking advantage of any exploits that are available. But then also, like, that's a way for you to see if there are exploits, because there are teams that are going to find them. So that would be something that you can patch. Um, but
then why not watch the practice sessions leading up to it? I mean, there's a bajillion of them in the hosted sessions. I'm sure they're doing that stuff there. They got to try it somewhere.
yeah, and I'm curious. I want to go look at the iRacing update notes and see what they changed this morning, because there was something about the Daytona track.
Hmm.
Yeah, fixed a gain time exploit at pit exit.
Weird.
So I think that, so when you're coming off of pit road, the white
Mhm.
line kind of goes further out and then cuts in, but you see people
Yeah,
always cut that line.
yeah,
The last practice
makes sense.
I did, I think, was yesterday. I don't remember. It could have been. But I think I got a black flag for cutting the track there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never. I don't have enough time to figure that stuff out, bro. Those people that do that stuff, man, they just need to go touch grass. Like that's all there is to it. I'm sorry,
You got to
but
think a
if
lot of
you've got
these
enough,
you got to think a lot of these guys are getting paid for this. This
they
is their
would
job.
definitely have to pay me to figure this stuff out because no, no,
Well, you got to think like the Williams esports team, those drivers make money. Like that's their job. Same thing with
yeah,
the VRS teams. This is their job. So we may want them to go touch grass, but they are literally getting paid to race in a simulator. So I mean, I got nothing against it. If I could do it, I would, but I'm not
yeah,
nearly at that level.
yeah. Me neither. And
It'd be
that's
awesome
why
to
it
be.
makes no sense for me to sit around and look for stupid little things like that. Like
Right.
I'd rather go watch the paint dry. Sorry.
Right.
You'd have to pay me pretty darn well to do something like that.
These guys, I'm just curious.
Nuts,
Williams.
man. Like I ain't even got enough patience for a damn Rubik's cube. I'm ripping the stickers off of it, and I'm licking them things back. I'm sticking them back on there. By golly, I got enough time for that.
So Let's see here. WilliamsF1.com. Trying to see if there's any. Let's see here. No, I can't find it. But yeah, these guys, I mean, they're not getting paid a little amount of money. There's probably a bonus for them if they win, if their team wins, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Crazy to think that, it can be pretty lucrative if you're good enough.
Yeah.
Definitely not I. So first off, let's talk about the truck race. Not a whole lot really going on in the truck race. There was one caution before the stage break, and this involved me and Daniel Wiles. So I'm watching Wiles here. Unfortunately, coming off of 4, I thought that I was pushing hard because I didn't want to pass me. And this is at Kansas this week, so I was ripping the high line. I got in it too early. Car pushed real bad coming off of 4. I almost hit the wall, and I may have overcorrected down low. That was my fault. It definitely was not intentional. And I feel kind of shitty because it was a playoff driver. But I was trying to push as hard as I could and hit him on accident. Obviously, it's an accident. And then he goes around, caution comes out. And here we go. So that's kind of it for the race. The rest of it was just green flag racing minus the stage. I did apologize to Wiles for this too. Just because it's never my intention to wreck anybody. Kind of sucks when it does happen. And then we have the stage at 40. Green flag pit stops, and then the end of the race. So, end of the race was kind of dominated by a couple of drivers. Daniel Wiles, Nick Fuller, and Michael Moultrie. So this last couple of laps of the race here. But you can see Joe right there in the background. He was running, he's actually a lap down. Yeah, he's a lap down. Kind of put up a fight, but not too much. They all got by him, and then they kind of just took off. So Moultrie's leading. Nick's in second at this point, and Daniel Wiles is in third. Now, at this point, this is a must-win for Wiles. To get into the playoffs, this is a must-win scenario for him. Moultrie is not in the playoffs because he did not meet the required number of races. And Nick Fuller, I believe, would have gotten in on points, but I'm not 100% sure.
Probably.
I think he would have gotten in. So you can see Moultrie is really fast. And I'm not sure 100% what's the mindset here. Fuller and Joe Wright almost wrecked. That's working out real well for everybody. Not sure what the kind of
that was kind of a reaction as to what was going on the lap or whatever it was before that.
Right.
Because there was another almost wreck. So
right. Yeah. So Moultrie up to this point was leading the race by a significant margin, like a couple of seconds. So with 7 laps left, Moultrie's pace dies off, which had not happened for the prior 100 laps. So in our eyes, Moultrie basically pulled off so that Wiles can get the win.
Which is
Yeah,
it's pretty cowardly to do something like that. You know, I don't care. I'll open the can of worms like that. If you want to win them like that, that is definitely a cowardly way to do it. There is a big difference on pulling over and letting a teammate gain a point to help them in the playoffs compared to a win. Like, I don't care who you are, bro. The SCSRA, whatever league you run in, if it's not competitive and you don't feel like you earned it after you win it, then you're in the wrong league. I'm sorry. You know, I could never get it done anywhere else other than a damn restrictor plate race, Talladega, Daytona. But I never counted any of those any less, you know, because they're still hard to get. Like,
right.
you know. But yeah, man, any win that I've ever had in this league, I've never had anybody pull over. Never done anything like that. And I wouldn't want to win like that. I don't care if, you know, I wouldn't have a chance to go and defend my next gen title or go have a chance to run for the Truck Series title. Like, no. Uh, I'll try better next season. I'll come back and I'll be faster, you know. But to win one like that, that's pretty crazy to me.
And that's kind of the argument that some of the people had in regards to this, is that like that's not something that um Neon specifically, let's just say Neon, which is Devin, you, Joe Wright, D Wright, and me when I'm racing. I don't think I've ever been on track with any of you that if I was in a position to win, or if I was in second, we raced to the line at Daytona and it was a .010 win for you, right? So I mean, that would have been my first win ever in the SCSRA,
Make me
but it
feel
was
bad,
never
man.
given to me. I
Yeah,
have to earn it, and it
yeah,
doesn't matter if we're on the same team or not. A win's a win, and you're gonna fight tooth and nail for it. No one's ever gonna give it to you.
yeah. Because
And
they're so hard to get. You
yeah,
know, it's
the
you find
competitiveness,
somebody handing out wins and you let them know I'm over here because I'll take a couple more. Okay.
yeah, and the competitiveness in this league is freaking incredible. And the level that this season has everyone has been forced to go to is just is crazy. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a lot of these guys running the laps that they have been this season, me included. I've put a lot more practice into it this season than I've been
And I
able
think
to
a
in the
lot of that has
previous.
to do with coming back and running. Like the more seat time you get, the better you're going to be.
Right.
I don't think it has anything to do with, oh man, we got these awesome guys in here. Because like we got a couple fast guys, whatever, you know. I don't think they're any kind of gods or anything. I don't think they single-handedly made the league any better. I mean, I used to be a top 15 car. I've been on here since 2020. I was never consistently top 5. I was never up there. Never. I'd be lucky to get a top 10. That was it. You know, but the more I sit in here, the more I run laps, the more I run around the same people, I get comfortable with them. I know how they race, like, and then the practice time,
Yeah.
you know, because I don't like to be, I, I refuse to be.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's I think that in previous seasons maybe people took a I don't know, took it less seriously. I know in the previous league before I came to the SCSRA, I didn't have to practice and I was
Yeah.
consistently top 5. Maybe 45 minutes worth. Top 5. I've won a couple races in a previous league that I was in. Um, and that's just a different skill set. I mean, I think the cap was 1750 for I rating or something like that. So it wasn't great drivers. I was low at the time. And just got into league racing. And then I came over here and it's just like complete night and day difference. And over the last 4 seasons, it's changed significantly. There was a lot of drivers that have kind of fallen off the wayside, but there was a lot of drivers that you would consistently see them up front. They're no longer here. for other reasons, but um, everyone has really stepped up their game this season, and I've never seen a more competitive season so far, and it's super clean too. So, um, I'm just amazed at it. It's doing really well.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I've been here since day one. It's always been crazy competitive and like like I said, bro, I hate being that guy. I don't want to be top 15. That's the best I can do, you know. So I bust my butt and I get in there and I do what I need to not be that guy. And
Right.
like I've seen a lot of these drivers in here that were from the iOS days, and man, they've gotten better. Like I said, man, just the seat time and being familiar with everybody. I think that's the most, you know, thing. I don't know, because I mean we still throw up a practice right now, bro. How many people are going to show up? You know,
Right now, me and you.
yeah, my point exactly. Yeah. So I don't think it's anything that these guys are practicing or, oh man, these fast guys are here. We got to go get better. Like, I'm doing this stuff even if I am the fastest guy, I'm still doing this. I don't care.
You're a lot more dedicated than most.
Yeah. I mean, I take my sim rig with me on vacation, so
Well aware. She said, "Yeah, I agree. Wins are hard. Mine was at Dega. I got lucky with the Rex, but I put myself in the right spot.
yeah,
Yeah, a win's a win, bud. Keeping it together till the end of the super speedway is the hardest part. So
definitely a challenge.
definitely a challenge. It doesn't matter where the win is. A win's a win, bud. That video's for you, senor. I hope you need to share it more, Cheesy V. So yeah, so let's talk about the points going forward for the next gen, or not next gen trucks. We got Fuller moving on, Aspinall moving on, Eddie and Devin. Um, so at this point, points don't matter. Those are the four finishing or drivers going on to the championship four. Whoever's leading that group before wins the championship. So, um, what's your feeling about it? We're going into Phoenix.
Feels pretty good. I think we'll
Very
be all right.
lot of information there, bud.
Oh yeah, we'll be all right.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. So what's the key to Phoenix? What's the without divulging any secrets or plans? What's the key to keep getting the top row?
Having the extra week, knowing you're already locked into the final four, um, not having to worry about Kansas, and it's definitely a pretty good key. Definitely a pretty good key to it. Because man, that points battle going into Kansas was absolutely bonkers, bro. Like
It was crazy.
I was so glad I punched my ticket at Dago. You know, took a lot of stress out of that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Was a very tight point battle right there to the end. So
mhm.
glad you came out on top. Going on to the top four. So we got Devin, Tyler, and Nick. You're running against. Nick and Tyler both showed some good speed here towards the end of the season. Um, Devin's always a good competitor.
Yeah. It's gonna be a pretty solid race.
It's gonna be a good race.
Yep,
I like ending at Phoenix. Phoenix is a fun track if you can
pretty good.
keep it under you.
Hmm.
So there's that. All right. So next we got the next gen race. Give me 1 second here. Who won the next gen race? I
Moultrie.
don't. Oh, was it Moultrie?
Or no, I was thinking back to Dago. Um,
I don't even know.
Fuller won the next gen race.
Yeah, it was Fuller, McCarty, Devin, Daniel, Moultrie, Ashley, and then you in eighth, Joe in no, you in seventh, Joe in eighth, Gomes in ninth, and Junior in 10th, running at the top 10. I don't think there was. Oh yeah, there was a caution right after the stage, and that was with Cody and. Hang on.
Yeah, I pooed a little, bro. It was Max McCarty, I think, maybe.
Yeah, Max McCarty and
Yeah, it was right in front of me, bro. I about pooped a little. It was pretty scary.
I do apologize, guys, but trading paints is not loading the paint schemes. This has been a
Slacker.
constant battle. Dude,
Blame it on trading paints.
I do not know what's going on with this. Super frustrating though. Just like your blue screens
Yeah.
when you try to do anything. So we're watching
Bro.
Cody actually. It was with Cody and Max McCarty, I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
I think. Yeah, there it is. It's loose.
There's my blue car. I'm like, oh, he's coming back.
He's coming to get me.
Yeah. About that time I was going, hey, wait. I was like, what? Thought I was a goner.
That brought up the next caution, and this is where the strategy kind of bit the Neon team. So, did we pit for fuel? I don't think we pit at all. I can't remember.
Was it the first stage that we pit for fuel only or something? Or did we make it on the stage? I don't remember.
So we made it in the stage. So there's 46 laps was a fuel run, what we calculated. So we made it to the stage, everyone pit, and then on the
85.
On the let's see here. On that yellow, we did pit, but
yeah, we only took gas on that one.
Yeah, we only took gas on it. And then America Racing, which was Daniel Moultrie. Well, it was Daniel, Tyler, and I can't remember if Aspinall's on their team yet or not. I don't think he is, but he might be. I don't know.
I always thought you couldn't change teams like that and it count for your points until after the season. But I mean, you could like go into the Discord and talk, but like the points, I don't know. Maybe something changed.
So what we've done in the past is we have allowed, like, let's say, a team goes defunct in the middle of the season, right? We have allowed those drivers to join comms of another team, but their points did not count to that team. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I mean, we've done that in the past, and that's never a big deal to us. I mean, we'll allow you to talk to, if you're going to, let's say, I think it's Bowler's going to be joining. No, Aspinall's going to be joining their team. I don't remember. But someone's going to be joining their team next season, and I mean, just let us know. Hey, if your team's going defunct, just let us know. We'll add you to their Discord so that you can talk to them during the race. I mean, it's no big deal to us.
Yeah, we could care less.
No. Anyways.
We ain't the boogeyman. We ain't always out to get people.
No.
Like, I don't understand it.
No.
Goofy.
So yeah, I mean, if the points won't count, obviously, but yeah. Anyways, so we took fuel only here, but like Wiles, for instance, they take tires again. Yeah. So they're gonna rip off the get from here. So as soon as that flag drops, they're gone. They had to go.
Our tires weren't too awful.
No,
from that.
But when they came back around, they came back in for fuel, like their whole team did.
Yeah, top off. Yeah.
Yeah, so they topped off, which their strategy obviously won. Because finishing positions were Buller, McCarty, Butch, and Wiles. So Butch was definitely running them down. They did have to do a little bit of saving, but they made it a one-stop race in the end of it. So good on them, man.
Good on them.
They had that strategy figured out, just like we did at Daytona. So
yeah, we got caught with our wiener out. So
yep, absolutely.
Better to learn it this week than next. whatever.
for sure. Um, so then they go on to this was green flag race in the rest of the race. They took pit stops again at lap 103, which is crazy that they went 49 laps. So they were definitely saving some fuel in that last run, or that run right there. And then 47 laps to the start finish line for checkered. So they had it figured out, man. Props to them. I forgot to reach out to Fuller. I need to have Moultrie on at some point too for an interview for his race or win from last week. Yeah. So we're behind on interviews. That's my fault. I apologize. I want to have as many people on during the in the off season too. I want to get a couple people on, just history of them, stuff like that. Anyways, so Bowler just ran away with it. There's nothing else you can say about it. Butchino had taken a pit stop at lap 115, I think it was. So he was charging hard through the pack again to get back there. He just ran out of time.
Yep.
They had the fuel strategy figured out, man. Good on them. But other than that, it was a good, clean race. Lots of green flag racing.
No controversy.
Nope.
Yeah, no controversy. Letting people go,
Yep.
for a win or anything. Yeah.
So final four for that one. We got Moultrie, Devin, Nick Fuller, and Eddie. So Neon versus America Racing at Phoenix.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about that? Next gens are a little bit harder, huh?
They are compared to the trucks. When you do a handful of AI races and you get the good get out of it, yeah, dude, I'm feeling good, man. I got to put the time in. I'm going for back to back, back to back. I'm defending champ, going for it. I got to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So put a lot of time in. If you look back at last season's schedule, Phoenix was on it.
Yep.
Defending race winner. This guy.
Which guy?
This guy. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good at the end there. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, man.
It's gonna be a good race. I expect the intensity to be pretty high. No pun intended for intensity broadcasting, but I expect it to be very competitive, and a lot of
I'm turning into Joey Logano this week. If I hurt your feelings, fuck you. I really don't care. My bad. Yeah, turning into Logano this week. I love you guys, but I don't love you this week. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'll check back in with you next Thursday. We won't talk till then.
I mean, that's fine. We can talk. It's just it'll be different when we're on the track,
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good race. I'm looking forward to it. I know the next gens are a little bit harder to handle. I don't, man.
And see, my style of driving, bro, like I could care less how many races you win through the season. I just want to be there in the final four race because you could win all 10 of them and it won't make a hoot, son.
That's true.
You just got to be ahead of them on the last one. That's it.
Yeah. Without wrecking them.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to deal with none of that crap, bro.
Yeah. If it comes down to it, I'm in no competition at all for this. So if it comes down to it, I'll hop off the track and go watch a replay real quick and then come back out. But it's gonna be interesting, man. There's been some fire the last race or two. So I think that both We could have some first time winners. We got Aspinall and Fuller in the trucks. We got Moultrie and Fuller in next gen. So we could have some first time winners. We could have some repeat winner or a repeat winner. Who knows? Who won the truck series last season?
I think Dev did.
Oh, we could have a repeat winner for there too. Who knows? So it's going to be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
All right.
Definitely looking forward to it.
All right. What else we got going on? Recruiting's open. Recruiting is available or not available. We are actively recruiting right now. We're on Facebook, a couple of different groups on there. Think we need to throw up a recruiting race at some point in the off season, maybe All-Star week. All-Star race is coming up after Phoenix as well. We've got that Dega, right?
Yeah, for the All-Star race.
Man, I can't even pay. I don't even know what's going on in the schedule anymore.
Bro, I'm too broke to pay attention. What are you talking about? Good, right?
So yeah, we still got the All-Star race coming up after the championship races. We're gonna throw up some recruiting races. If anybody wants to join those, you're more than welcome to. Any of our league guys, if you want to join those, we ask that if you are going to join them, please mind your
Treat it like a league race.
treat.
Don't
Yeah,
be a hoodlum.
right. One, treat it like a league race, but two, we've had someone join a race prior seasons that their language to said rookie drivers was very off-putting. So if you're going to join the race, please mind your language. Don't snap off on these people. For the
Wait
same
till I get
reason,
in here.
yeah.
No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
please don't do that either.
I'll do that either. Yeah.
For the same reason that we don't like it happening during the races on track. We don't want it to happen in a recruiting race. It's very off-putting to a lot of people. There has been a couple of people that have left because of it. And we don't want to be that league where we're having to kick people for vulgar language over and over again, but we will. We have no problem doing that. We have put people on probation before. We have suspended people's chats before. We will
If you
continue.
need somebody to cuss at, just cuss at me. I'll cuss back at you and we'll have a good time.
You know what? And
Bro.
reality is, like, I'm super impartial. I don't care. That's why I'm race control. I have no loyalty to anybody in this league while we're racing.
Oh, I don't either. I don't give a damn who it is.
Right. So if you need someone to yell at during the race, you just let me know, because I can hop into any of your Discord channels and you can blow up on me and we can get past it within the next 30 seconds. But please don't do it in race comms. It's, our broadcasters hear that. They don't need to hear it. Like, I know Josh now with this dual audio channel because of his JBL headphones can listen to the race or to the radio comms as well as his broadcast, which I can do the same thing too. I mean, I have several audio channels, but that's besides the point. But let's say for instance, a broadcaster forgot to mute that for whatever reason, forgets to mute
And
it
it's
on our
happened.
channel. It has. And we have someone blowing up on the radio because of it or because of something that happened. Doesn't look good on us. So we would ask that if you're going to do something like that, take it in a Discord. We don't need to hear it here or in the race specifically. I know that was long and airy, but I have a feeling next week's going to get kind of heated.
Oh, yeah, it'll be pretty fun. Be a good time. Be a really good time.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm going to not cause 2 accidents. Like
It'll be well worth the price of admission.
Other than that, so we got recruiting going on. So if you know anybody that's looking to join a league, and they are I rating 1,500 to 3,000, I think.
I think yeah.
1,500 to
If not,
3,000.
that sounds pretty solid anyway.
Yeah, 1,500 to 3,000. Reach out to Devin on Facebook. Leave a comment if you're interested with, and I'll reach out to you in private messages on YouTube.
And don't be tanking either. We'll figure it out.
We will. We do review like everybody's profile before they enter the league.
Yep.
So, just so you know, it's not like um, we look for trends and stuff. It's not super simple. Recruiting isn't just accept everybody that applies. There is some interaction, not interaction, but we do review every profile. All the admins agree before anybody gets brought in. So it's not like it's just a blanket yes or no. All of the admins do review everything before anybody gets accepted to the league. So just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, if you ain't been tanking, you probably get in. Fine.
right, right. As long as there isn't a trend.
Like the whole point of the I rating cap is so stuff stays competitive. If you want a couple 6K I rating aliens in there, then
We've
this
done
ain't the
that.
place for you. Yeah, this ain't the place for you.
We've done
Sorry.
that. It's not fun.
Yep.
Um, what else we got going on? There's some updates to the website, SCSRA.net. Updates to the YouTube channel. I'm working on a couple of videos right now. I don't got anything else.
I don't either, bud.
Kind of a quick show today. Just race recap. You guys have any questions? Reach out to us. Find us on Facebook, SCSRA. You can email us at admin@scsra.net. You can find us in any messaging for all of our people in Discord, our members in Discord. You can message any one of the admins in Discord. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the fun things on the YouTube channel. If you guys got anything else, we got nobody else watching. Just Cheesy B, our loyal Cheesy B.
Oh, cheeseburger. Oh, cheeseburger. Okay, I'll stop.
I miss that guy. Hopefully he races. Hopefully he starts racing again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the OGs.
Oh, yeah. Well, Eddie, good luck in your race tonight. I know you're doing the 24.
Thanks, buddy. It's been a rocky start. Hopefully,
Yeah.
get back. It'll be better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go turn it on. In the
There you go.
background. Got the fireplace back there. I'm gonna go put this on or put it on in the background.
There you go. And to get you some s'mores, man. Some little marshmallows. Roast them over there.
The TV, it's a plasma TV, so it may be hot enough. Those things get
Yeah, I was
stupid
saying it
hot.
just a joke, so you look funny, but
I might be
yeah, you
able
got a
to on
point.
that TV.
You got a point.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and we'll catch you next week. Oh, show is moving to Thursdays. Starting
Sorry,
next week.
what?
Yeah. Sorry, bud. Show's moving to Thursday. I gotta start.
Decisions have been made.
Well, since I'm the only one that broadcasts this, unless you want to start, I'll send you all the stuff.
No, I'm good.
Okay, that's what I thought. So show's gonna be moving to Thursday, same time. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 p.m. for you West Coast folks. But we are going to be moving to Thursdays. I got to start doing some stuff on Friday nights. So we'll have to make that happen. Hopefully Devin will be able to join then on Thursdays. And
Yeah, maybe the change of days will help.
yeah, maybe. Probably not, but we can hope, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.